What if I told you that all limitations are self-imposed? This is the message I got when I did an ayahuasca retreat on the first night, my second dose. Today, I want to share with you the power of your subconscious mind and how to reprogram it for the success, happiness, abundance, and fulfillment that you seek. Before we dive into today's lesson, I want to offer you a free video training on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. You can grab it directly below in the description box and also on my website, heatherhakes.com. I'm going to start out with a bold statement, and that statement is all limitations are self-imposed, and all limitations begin in your mind. A few years ago, I did an ayahuasca retreat here in Colorado, a 2-night ceremony, and that was the exact message that came to me on the first night, second dose, that all limitations are self-imposed. And I had this epiphany and realization that that statement is 100% true. Today, I want to share with you what your subconscious mind is, why it's driving the show and creating unwanted results, but even more important, how you have the power to reprogram and rewire your mind for success. Think about it like this. You can brainwash yourself for success just like you've been brainwashed unconsciously into fear, lack, and limitation. Let's start there. Your subconscious mind is formed from birth up until about age 7 when we are primarily in theta brainwave state. And this simply means it's a state of hypnosis. We take in everything as fact. Think about it like this. You are a sponge. You take in mom and dads and your family and environment and culture and community. We take in everybody else's beliefs as fact, because your analytical, logical mind is not yet formed. So think about that. Let's pause. Your subconscious mind is 95% driving the show. Think about it like your operating system, like a computer. Just like a smartphone, there is nothing inherently wrong with it, but it's only as good as the apps installed. So wherever you're currently struggling and efforting and trying to create change in your life, it means you have a conscious desire, 5%. Maybe you want to be financially free. You want a loving relationship. You want success in your business. But those desires are going against 95% of your operating system, the subconscious mind, and your desires and your beliefs are incongruent, and that's what's creating the resistance, keeping you stuck. Today, I want to help you shine a light on those limitations, the fear, the lack, and the limiting beliefs. And I want to help you rewire or brainwash yourself for success. Your subconscious mind is your friend. It is your ally, and it is literally the servant. However, because of so much conditioning and living unconscious and autopilot, the servant has become the master. And what I mean by that is we lack presence, we lack awareness, we lack being mindful and intentional. And when we're not present or aware or being mindful and intentional, we revert to these old subconscious programming and beliefs running the show. Think about it like this. Have you ever been driving somewhere, maybe 20 minutes has gone by and you weren't paying attention, all of a sudden you arrive at your destination? What was driving you? The autopilot, your subconscious mind. Many of us have so many beliefs driving the show that are unconscious, out of our awareness, but they're limiting. Your beliefs are shaping your reality. So another way of saying this, Bob Proctor always taught this about a paradigm shift. Your paradigm is your worldview. It's your perspective. And your life is only as good as your mindset. So if you have a perspective or a paradigm full of fear, lack, and limitation, then your outer world can only reflect those internal beliefs. But this is why I want to share with you how you have the power to rewire and brainwash yourself for success. If your beliefs shape your reality, which they do, and your beliefs are driving your behaviors, do you see how powerful your belief systems are? Another message I love sharing is that the sky is not the limit, your belief system is. So here's what I want to help you do today. I want you to gain so much awareness on your current circumstances in life. Think about it like your set point. I want you to get so clear on where you're at and realize it's only an echo. It's an echo of your past thinking, your past beliefs, your past habits. So your current circumstances are only an echo. If you don't like the current reflection, if you don't like your current results, you have the power to completely transform them. So let's get into how do we get into the operating system. What I like to teach is how do you pull the weeds and plant new seeds? How do we shine a light on the limitations, the fear, lack, and these limiting beliefs? And how do we rewire them? There are two prime opportunities every single day in which you can naturally get into your subconscious mind. It's when you are in a theta brainwave state. So you are naturally in this first thing in the morning. Think about it when you're like just waking up, you're a little bit groggy, but you're just coming to. That is theta brainwave state. This happens again at night before you fall asleep while you're laying in bed and kind of reflecting on the day. You are again in this theta brainwave state. Why is the theta brainwave state the key to rewiring your subconscious mind? Here's why. When you are in theta brainwave state, your analytical, logical mind, the door opens up, which means you can now use your conscious mind, 5%, to impress on your subconscious mind. This is about reconditioning your subconscious to a new mind. You can now consciously choose the thoughts and the feelings that you want to impress, because doing that, remember, your subconscious mind is the servant. When you are consciously impressing what you want to express in your life, now you get back in the driver's seat of your life. You're no longer an autopilot to those old ways of thinking and being, and you take back control. So let's talk about some ways you can do this. Knowing that theta is the prime state that you want to be in. Remember, when you are in theta brainwave state, from birth up until age 7, it's hypnosis. You take in everything as fact. Your subconscious mind does not reject anything coming in. It takes it all in as fact. So this is about using auto-suggestion, which is what Napoleon Hill talked about in Think and Grow Rich. When you are using auto-suggestion, you are hypnotizing yourself into new ways of thinking and feeling. And through this repetitive loop of thinking and feeling a new way, you will start seeing the results in your outer life. So for example, if you've been stuck in a lack and scarcity mindset, lack and scarcity around relationships or money or opportunities or success, you are living in, and your operating system is that full of lack and scarcity. Clearly, you don't like those results. So using theta brainwave state first thing in the morning, that intentional practice of mental rehearsal and meditation, I'm going to share this with you again, how to do it at night before bed. But when you are using this intentional practice, you are reconditioning, think about it like you are overriding those old limitations. And through your conscious mind, through repetition and consistency, you are now thinking and feeling, which is building new neural pathways. This is where neuroscience comes in. You're building new neural pathways, upgrading your mind, which will upgrade your life. Now, why is doing this again at night a key to rewiring and brainwashing yourself for success? Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind, it goes to work to bring more of that to you. But here's why doing it at night is so important. Many people, while laying in bed at night, are reflecting on their stresses and their worries and what's not working. So many people struggle with sleep and insomnia. But when you're laying in bed and you're doing mental rehearsal and you're in a meditative state, impressing on your subconscious mind and combining that with the feeling emotional states of feeling free, feeling abundant, feeling successful, feeling empowered, when you were thinking and feeling this before you go to bed, all night long, your subconscious mind is focused on this and it's going to create those results in your life. So again, this is about getting out of autopilot, getting out of unconscious living by default. And this is about designing your life with intention. Now I want to bring into you 3 steps on how you can continue this practice throughout your day, because theta brainwave state is powerful and it's the process you need in order to reprogram and brainwash yourself for success to get into the operating system, your conscious mind. But what about the rest of the day? That's where most people go unconscious, and when you're not being present, when you're not being mindful, when you're not being intentional, you're going to fall back into old ways of thinking and being living by default, getting more of the same. So at first, this might seem like an uphill battle, but here's what I want you to know. The time is going to pass anyway. So don't you want to be intentional and create this consistency and repetition through thinking and feeling what you actually want to experience in your life? So now I want to bring into you the 3 C's to help you stay in this living by design, this intentional state throughout your day. The first C is clarity. Obviously, that's the first step to creating change in life. What do you want? This is something I see that most people lack. Most people lack clarity. And if you don't know what you want, you're never going to get there. So the first step to creating change in life, despite your current circumstances, just sit down and give yourself a moment and journal and reflect. All right, I might be broke. I might be struggling in my health or my relationships or my happiness. But if this is all an echo, Heather's telling me this is all just an echo, what do I want? And the purpose of creating clarity is it's giving your mind a direction. It's giving your mind forward focus. So sit down and take a moment. What do you want to have, be, do, and experience in all of the major life buckets? Your health, your relationships, travel and leisure and money. What do you want? So that is step number 1, creating clarity. The second step, and this is so important, and again, this is part of that mental rehearsal and brainwashing yourself for success. You have to create confidence. Number 1, in yourself. You have to create confidence. This is about creating self-belief, because if you are walking around confident with a knowing, that is how fear and limitation and self-doubt fall away. They don't have power because you are full of confidence. And think about that. An individual with clarity and confidence is powerful. That person is empowered. That person is taking aligned actions because they know through repetition and consistency, they've built the confidence, they've built the belief. Now, number 3 comes into play, certainty. When you are thinking and being this way and creating certainty that what you want is inevitable, it has no choice but to come your way. And by using these 3 pieces, clarity, confidence, and certainty, you are walking around with a very high vibration state. You are living empowered. You are living with belief. You are living aligned actions. You become a magnetic force drawing your desired experiences to you. I like to think of myself as a scientist of my life. I am constantly putting myself on these experiments to see how good I really am, to see what's possible for me when I have clarity, confidence, and certainty. And I'm offering you put these into play. This is what sets apart the 1% from the rest of humanity. They're not lucky, they're living differently, and so can you. Now, I want to bring this teaching full circle, and this is something that I walk my coaching clients through. So if you find yourself currently feeling stuck in life and what you're doing isn't working, and you are seeking clarity and accountability and a roadmap on how to create lasting, sustainable change in your life, I invite you to apply for one-on-one coaching. I'm going to include a link below, but you can also find the application on my website, heatherhakes.com. I want you to know that when you get out of your own way, when you stop living in autopilot by default, you step into being a conscious creator of your reality. It's like a remembering of who you are. And I'm here to remind you that you have the power and the capability to create any life you want. But first, you have to get out of your own way. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.